And now for the starting lineups. First for the Coyotes of the University of South Dakota. A 5'10" sophomore from Hurley, South Dakota, number 3, Coral Mason. A 5'8" senior from Scituate, Massachusetts, number 10, Adara Groman. A 5'10" junior from Green Bay, Wisconsin, number 20, Carly Duffney. A 5'9" senior from Altoona, Iowa, number 21, Grace Larkins. And a 6' senior from Fredericksburg, Virginia, number 41, Alexi Hempy. The Coyotes are coached by head coach Carrie Amy, assistant coaching Amber Cunningham, Chris Guess, Devin Amy, and Bailey Morris. And now for the Sun Devils of Arizona State University. A 5'5" graduate student from Washington, D.C., number 3, Tyi Skinner. A 5'8" sophomore from San Gabriel, California, number 4, Jyah LoVett. A 5'9" graduate student from Dallas, Texas, number 7, Jazzion Jackson. A 6'3" graduate student from Kingston, Ontario, number 13, Maggie Besselink. And a 6'1" junior from Baltimore, Maryland, number 23, Jalyn Brown. The Sun Devils are coached by head coach Natasha Adair and assisted by Daryl Mosley, Michaela Walker, Camille Collier, and Yvonne Sanchez, and E.C. Hill.
You mentioned that Kentucky had a big size advantage yesterday. That gave Arizona State all kinds of trouble. Not dealing with the size issue from South Dakota as the Coyotes come out in a 2-3 zone.
Good thing Bill Raps is not here because South Dakota's going zone.
Yeah. Arizona State, finally they get it inside that zone, but there's a turnover. South Dakota, good defense coming up with the steal on that play. That was Adara Groman.
Picking up where she left off yesterday. Basket from Larkin.
Grace Larkins talked to Coach Amy before the game. She talked about just what a competitor Grace Larkins is. She has that ability to go to the basket and battle through contact to score. Three-pointer by Jalyn Brown off the mark. Here's Grace Larkins and the South Dakota Coyotes going against the man-to-man defense from Arizona State. And a jumper out of the corner. Three-point basket there by Hempy. Another turnover from Arizona State. South Dakota trying to get control of this game from the jump. Good drive by Grace Larkins, but turned away by Jalyn Brown at the rim. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Grace Larkins turning down that screen, and we didn't show a replay of the play before, but
that wasn't a replay.
Jalyn Brown block shot again on Grace Larkins, and that can be here. Here we go.
For
this
the third
is a
time.
replay.
Very good defense. You got to know where Larkin is. She's going to be coming to the basket most of the time. She'll be easy to find. Although she does shoot three very well. Here she comes again.
There's Grace Larkin. She undeterred by the block shots, but she takes a different approach. We'll see if the leading scorer for the Sun Devils can get going. Number 3 in white.
There's a good look. She knocks it down.
And that is big for her confidence.
Nice out of bounds set. Good look. Can't knock it down.
Good defense by Parkinson there, contesting that shot as Arizona State trying to push the tempo. An open shot. It was turned down by LoVett. Ended up with a tougher one, but Jalyn Brown able to drive it to the basket and score. Here's Larkins, penetrating in the lane. Tough shot, lefty finish. Grace Larkins.
I don't think putting the smaller player on Larkin is going to hurt.
Yeah, she is crafty around the basket. She's a willing three-point shooter, but that is not her game. She likes going to the basket. There's Parkinson coming up with that errant shot and getting the finish for Arizona State. Play it in for out of bounds. That turnover. Here's another turnover almost. It's South Dakota able to corral it.
Wow. Late whistle, but probably a good call.
You think about the start that Larkins has had so far.
Got to think, well, I got to take away the three-point shot, and then she takes you inside and kills you. So you put a smaller player on her outside or a bigger player on her for inside. We'll see how they handle that.
Carly Duffney converting on those 2 foul shots to extend that South Dakota lead to 11-7. And South Dakota settling back into that zone defense. Arizona State having a tough time with it. That's a way to handle it. That's Fauntleroy over the top with that three-point shot. Three-point shot by Hempy. Doesn't go down. Arizona State on the run.
That was the one thing South Dakota State didn't do that well with yesterday. They were only 5 for 21 from 3 yesterday, South Dakota. So the Coyotes a little better in the paint. Speaking of in the paint.
Parkinson getting position inside and able to score. I think that may be the advantage that Arizona State has today, using their size. Travel on that play. Adora Groman, a little out of control. 12-11, 3:50 left in the first half, with Arizona State having surged ahead using their inside play, and there's Parkinson again down low.
Yeah, going small didn't work, but going big. But then you got to stop Larkin. That was too easy, I think.
They got all the way to the basket very easily, and then just a little uncomfortable, it seemed, finishing with the left hand. Parkinson missed the layup.
So this attention that Parkinson's getting will help the outside shot, because they're going to have to collapse on her. She can kick it back out or just power through 2 people.
And she gets the foul call. Parkinson.
It's going to be a long day trying to stop Parkinson inside.
The Coyotes just bouncing off of Parkinson. She's undeterred going to the basket, and they let her get the continuation there as well, as Arizona State has moved out to a 6-point lead.
After their slow start, they surged back, and probably time to get Larkin the ball again, or Hempy.
Hempy draining the three-point shot. And three-point shot. That's LoVett knocking down the three.
And I'm sure that's why LoVett was inserted into the starting lineup. A little more tempo, a little more, give them another score on the court. They go with Brown and Skinner. Another miss, Larkin. They only send one to the offensive glass, it's just Larkin.
Yeah, good hustle by LoVett to come up with that rebound, and a finish there. That's Fauntleroy getting the jumper down. As Arizona State, an offensive explosion here, 22 so far in this first quarter.
Very good start. See a three-pointer.
That's Duffney draining the three-point shot. Arizona State just lapsed defensively. Duffney open on that wing, and she was able to take advantage. Good pass inside from Skinner to Jalyn Brown. Jalyn Brown can't finish.
Good look, though. I was talking to the Arizona State coach before the game, and she was saying stuff they played well yesterday. Just need to have better shot selection. So we're seeing that today. Getting good looks. There goes Larkin again, another layup.
There she finally is able to convert one of those layup opportunities to let the clock run down before they squeeze off a shot.
As we see there, but that gives them time for a second one, but didn't quite squeeze that rebound.
South Dakota time for a chance to score here in the waning moments. It's Hempy. Had a chance from three-point range but couldn't get it down, but for South Dakota, their leading scorer, Grace Larkins, out of the game right now. Larkins initiates so much of this offense. We'll see if South Dakota can get something going in her absence.
Kind of interesting, they got both Larkin and Hempy out of the game. So we started yesterday, first time into the game today. Playing a lot of players. Sun Devils playing a lot of players.
And sometimes a player who's used to starting, it's kind of a double-edged sword. You don't want to play too well. Your coach might decide you're better coming off the bench. It's Tyi Skinner. Good chance to score around the basket. Neither able to finish.
Back in there again.
Here's Grace Larkins continuing to drive it in there. Well, South Dakota has good three-point shooters. You don't want to leave those players. And Larkins, such a willing passer, that if you leave her teammates open, she will deliver it.
Another block by Brown.
Jalyn Brown swatting shots away. Larkins rejected. Jazz Jackson swatting her shot back. But do you think it might have an impact on her teammates to see their best player, the player that they can always count on to score, getting her shot blocked so frequently?
No. If I played with Larkin, I'd keep letting her go in there. Yeah. They're going to block some, but she's going to keep scoring.
We'll see if her teammates will go in there, as that is LoVett in the corner, dropping in that short jumper.
There she comes again. Yeah.
Grace Larkins through the contact. Grace Larkins finishing the old-fashioned three-point play as South Dakota pulls within one, 27-26, 6:40 left to play in the second quarter here in Nashville.
I think you're going to have to score at least 75 to win this one. They're up and down and they're scoring. Got Parkinson back in. She's a handful in there.
She is getting such incredible position down close to the basket. Once she catches it, it's over.
Here she comes again. Another missed layup.
Well, Grace Larkins, she's had so many good chances to score around the basket. Once again, unable to knock it down. Here's Parkinson having her way inside.
Parkinson up to 11 points, trying to keep pace with Larkin at 13 points.
It's Hempy again, open shot from three-point range. She's not able to get that one down, and Arizona State starting to get control of this game, playing through Parkinson.
If we got a replay on that, watch how she gets open for that pass.
She is using her size to her advantage, creating space
watch
inside.
This inside defender. Hey, get out of my way. Got some work to do here.
Nevaeh Parkinson, she's already up to 13 points, a chance to make it 14.
And I'll say again, if that's not a foul, it's going to be a long day for South Dakota.
Well, and you're starting to see some of the South Dakota defenders just starting to stay away from Parkinson. Parkinson's been so physical down around the basket. These South Dakota players making business decisions. I'm just going to stay away from her. Here comes Larkins to the basketball to try and create a scoring opportunity as the shot clock winds down to 10.
There she goes again.
And able to finish that time through contact. 4 players out to the three-point line and just let Grace Larkins go to work, try to drive it down the basket. Larkins 7 for 13 so far from the field, and she has had quite a few chances, quite a few open shots down close to the basket. There goes Jalyn Brown inside for an easy basket. A good job by Parkinson to create a little space for her to get to the rim.
Yeah, Parkinson draws so much attention. Nice opening for Jalyn Brown. She took advantage of that. Turned over by Larkin on the other end.
So here's Arizona State and Tyi Skinner. Arizona State has found a way to score, feeding number 32 Parkinson's inside. We'll see if they will be patient enough to get it to her.
Patience.
No need for patience when you can knock it down from 3, Fauntleroy.
It was a wide open 3, and that's what Coach Adair was talking about that she didn't like yesterday was the shot selection. Being a little more patient today, Arizona State getting some good looks, knocking them down. They're shooting 51% from the field.
And Arizona State looking so much more comfortable and potent at the offensive end of the court today, trying to attack this South Dakota zone. There goes Skinner for three, nails another one.
And so when you have one day where Skinner's 3 for 19 and the next day those shots are falling, it's a much different looking Sun Devils team. And add Parkinson to that, they're stretching that lead out to 13. Larkin trying to keep another block shot.
Well, that's Fauntleroy using her length to knock that shot away. And there's LoVett from the corner. Another three for Arizona State. Just been flummoxed.
Here she comes again.
Grace Larkins once again all the way to the basket, easy finish. Jalyn Brown from the corner unable to connect, but South Dakota able to track down the rebound. There goes Larkins to the basket, and there we go. South Dakota, or Arizona State, able to turn her away from the basket, but ball movement leaves Kiefer open to knock down the three.
That's what you mentioned, Barry. Larkins is such a willing passer. You can't just focus on stopping her at the basket because she'll pass it out. On the other end, just great execution by Arizona State.
Easy basket inside as that was LoVett slipping along the baseline, getting that finish. There's Larkins once again. She couldn't drive it in there off the dribble. Arizona State did a good job forcing it out of her hands, but then she posted up.
You might say let Larkin get hers and shut down the others. Larkin's hers may be 40.
Yeah, she's on that pace. As South Dakota able to corral the rebound, and they've done a nice job since that timeout. Larkin's able to break loose, and all that offense triggered by Larkins. The pass inside, Duffney or Kiefer with the finish down at the basket. Tyi Skinner not able to convert, and that South Dakota defense does look quite a bit better without the scoring punch from Parkinson. We're down near the end of this second period, so Grace Larkins, you would think she would run the clock down, but no, she goes to the basket and she's going to earn 2 foul shots. So despite Arizona State blocking several shots, creating good scoring opportunities for herself and for her teammates.
A little nervous.
Well, Grace Larkin's going to get a rest, as you would expect that Arizona State will take the final shot of the half, but that has not been their MO as we've gone through these games this week.
Now got 4 seconds to work with. 2 people on Parkinson, see if that's enough.
And that foul will lead to foul shots. They have continued their hot scoring pace in this game, but in control of this game now, trying to take a 10-point lead to the locker room. 1.4 seconds, so a chance for a heave for South Dakota.
There's the heave. Little bit off target. Very entertaining first half.
High scoring first half with Arizona State out to a 49-39 lead over South Dakota.
This is a nice opportunity for them to play a couple of games back to back. It's like bonding opportunity. We'll see how they do. South Dakota still in that zone.
Just a lapse from Jalyn Brown. The ball came to her and she just lost control of it. So South Dakota getting possession, down by 10.
Yeah, Brown's got to struggle a little bit. She's 2 for 9 shooting, and sometimes people let their offense affect their focus. So that might have been part of her problem. As she goes after that loose ball and comes up with it. 3-on-1. Don't need the other house. Oh, can't quite finish.
Jalyn Brown couldn't get the layup down. Man, South Dakota had numbers that last trip down the court. Parkinson did a nice job of forcing the pass and then forcing the turnover. Grace Larkins from 3. They left her, and she made them pay.
I think that was her first 3-point attempt. Just to show you I can, let me step out here and knock one down.
Still in the 2-3 zone defense all day for South Dakota. Arizona State solved it nicely in the first half by feeding the ball inside to Parkinson.
Got her in position again. Strong hands, nice catch. Nice finish.
Got to sell it. Here goes Larkins.
There she goes. Oh, nice pass.
Groman not able to get that shot down, but I'd rather take my chances with Groman and some of the other Coyotes taking three-point shots than allowing Larkin to have those good opportunities at the rim.
Sun Devils patient on offense. Nice pass,
Oh.
nice catch again. Parkinson has good hands. She's had some tough catches in there, but she's getting in the neighborhood. She'll grab it.
That was a great catch by Parkinson, going up high to reel that one in as Arizona State up by 11. Make it 8. Hempy with the three-point shot.
She had 9 points in that 9 points so far. A little bit off of her average as far as her scoring pace. Certainly up South Dakota, they can get her going.
There's Parkinson once again down low, dominant inside for Arizona State.
So that time had 2 people around her. She still snatched it and scored.
Here goes South Dakota. Nice ball movement. Had the scoring chance on the wing, but Mason couldn't reel that one in, and then Hempy gets rejected at the basket. Parkinson once again making a play.
Certainly showing that today. Nice block there. Didn't even leave her feet. Just got mostly ball.
Larkins on the pass outside, and boy, not even close from Hempy on that one.
She's struggling a little bit with her shooting, man. Getting some good looks, though. Speaking of good looks, Parkinson on the block again, looking for it.
55-45, Arizona State, a 10-point lead. Just over 6 minutes to play here in the Music City Classic. Tyi Skinner.
Skinner from deep. Remember I mentioned her being 3 for 19 yesterday and going to keep shooting.
And she is having a very nice scoring day today. And there's a big basket for South Dakota. That's Kiefer in the corner as Arizona State focused on getting the ball out of Grace Larkin's hands. Kiefer able to hit the three.
I have a lot of people over their normal scoring average today. As we're going to get probably at least into the 80s, maybe the 90s for both teams.
And we're going the other way. South Dakota getting possession. We're teetering around that 10-point margin for Arizona State. South Dakota can't afford to just trade baskets. They got to make a burst here. Good pass outside and nice finish. That's Carly Duffney with the three. And Parkinson kind of falling on Grace Larkin's legs.
Skinner back in that corner. Surprised she didn't shoot that one. Give her a second. Oh, Brown take a shot. Brown's been struggling with her offense. A little frustrated.
South Dakota doing a little bit better job keeping the ball out of Nevaeh Parkinson's hands as we move in toward the latter stages of the third quarter.
Another nice assist from Larkin.
Good pass. Carly Duffney on that reverse layup.
Like you mentioned, Barry, Larkin's so unselfish. It's hard to stop her because she's a very willing passer. Very good passer also.
A basket from Fauntleroy. And both teams really shooting it well from three-point range. Both teams with 8 made three-point baskets. South Dakota shooting 47% from three. Arizona at 44%. There's Hempy. Hempy finally able to knock in a three-point shot. Not a great shooting day for her. So they're getting open threes. South Dakota getting open threes because Grace Larkin's drawing so much attention when she drives. There's Parkinson, 3 players around her, so she kicks it out. But Fauntleroy can't get the jumper down.
Good look, though. That's what I was talking about. Good offense. They got a good look there, and if they're going to knock those shots down, you're going to shoot a high percentage. More pressure from Sun Devils.
And almost a turnover. Duffney very casual with that pass. But Hempy getting the finish as South Dakota has fought back, got that lead down to 2. That's as close as they've been since early in the first quarter.
Got South Dakota on a 13-2 run over the last 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Scored 5 out of the last 5 shot attempts.
There's
LoVett. LoVett trying to put a stop to that with a
open
3.
shot for LoVett. South Dakota's defense focused on keeping it away from Parkinson.
Larkin drawing a lot of attention. Scores anyway.
Grace Larkin's crafty around the basket, able to use that step-through move and get the nice finish as she's slowed down with her scoring pace. Only 5 in the second half, but 26 so far in this game as we get to 2:20 left in the third period. Oh, long way across the lane for Jalyn Brown with that move. Knocked that shot down and finished the three-point play as Arizona State moving back out to a 6-point lead. Good move by Hempy. Can't complete the finish. Tyi Skinner shot the ball real well from three-point range today.
So if you're South Dakota, you're 6 out of your last 7 field goal attempts, yet you're losing ground.
Here's another open shot.
Wow.
But Duffney or Kiefer on that shot from the corner. Trying to catch a breather here at the end of the third period. Trying to get her fresh for the stretch run. Nice pass. Tyi Skinner taking it inside to Nevaeh Parkinson.
Moving screen. And that's a call the officials have made both days. They're going to make you be set on that screen.
Yeah, that was Kiefer just walking through that traffic. So Arizona State, we get down toward the end of the third period. There goes Skinner again
deep.
from the
Wow.
top. She has been hot from three-point range.
So South Dakota, you scored on 7 out of your last 8 field goal attempts. You're still losing ground.
Yes. Tyi Skinner, 6 of 8 from three-point range. Had trouble buying a basket yesterday, but 18 points a day for Tyi Skinner.
Some good defense as well.
Fauntleroy
Who's that
scrapping,
foul on?
and that's going to go against Arizona State.
Still a little bit of a holding there. I'm surprised they're being that aggressive with so much little time left on the shot clock.
Good drive, but finish not there for Duffney. And get control of this game.
Parkinson on the bench should help that defense. See if they can get Brown going. It's a little short on that shot.
With Jalyn Brown in the middle of the lane there, an open shot. Yeah, they're forcing Larkins to pass it out, and South Dakota was not hitting three-point shots, but there Duffney is able to knock that one home. South Dakota back to within 8.
So trying to crank up the defense, you see the Sun Devils putting Skinner on Larkin to keep her out of the paint. That slowed her down. We'll see what they can do on the defensive end to slow down Parkinson. As Brown drives in and gets fouled.
Shooting a strong percentage, but these last 2 days, she's had a tough
struggle.
time from the field.
Tough time from the line, too.
Jalyn Brown able to make 1 of 2 and extend the Arizona State lead to 9. South Dakota, they have been stagnant here in this fourth quarter offensively for the most part. We'll see if they can continue to knock down the three-point shot opportunities that they're getting because of the attention drawn by Larkins. Oh, what a finish by Duffney.
He's approaching her average. Actually, she's got 15 now.
They called her play on that trip, ran her into the post. Carly Duffney able to complete the three-point play and trim the Arizona State lead down to 6. Arizona State has led for most of this ball game after South Dakota got out to a 7-0 lead. Arizona State has been in control for the most part, but South Dakota still with a chance. It's a three-point shot from the corner. Fauntleroy can't hit, but nice job tracking down the rebound. Jalyn Brown, errant pass out of the paint. Good penetration by Grace Larkins, but I think Fauntleroy got a piece of that shot.
Yeah, I think she did. Nice Euro step to the basket. Doing it on both ends. Fauntleroy.
Kennedy Fauntleroy making plays at both ends of the court. 8-point lead for Arizona State. And Larkins called for a double dribble. The ball was knocked away from her. Arizona State, as they're trying to get in better control of this game.
Well, the problem for Arizona State all year had been Skinner, Brown, their only two double-digit scores, getting a lot of help from a lot of different players, at least today anyway. I'm sure Coach Adair is hoping that will continue.
Well, once again, you're seeing the attention that Parkinson is drawing, creating a scoring opportunity for Jalyn Brown, and Gabby Wilkie knocking out the three-point shot as South Dakota not ready to let go of the rope here.
So on both ends, you got Larkin drawing attention. They're trying to keep her from scoring. Others have to step up. On the Sun Devil end, got Parkinson drawing attention. Someone else got to knock down shots on this end. So we'll see who can get help from the others, as they say. What others?
Just get it into Parkinson's hand, and it's going to be 2 points. Grace Larkins playing it into the front court and moving toward the basket, drawing another foul.
Yeah, they're sending more help. They're kind of giving up a shot to one of those persons behind the three-point line. So when Larkin drives, she had been driving for an open layup. Now she gets to the basket. There's another defender there waiting for her. Of course, she still scores just to the line, but it makes it tougher.
That's right. She's at 28 points now after having 21 points in the first half.
Yeah,
so they have slowed her down significantly here in the second half.
Yeah, might hold her to 35 the way it's going. Brown trying to get going. There's a shot for her.
Jalyn Brown not lacking for confidence, draining a three-point shot, 10-point lead now for South Dakota, or Arizona State with the 10-point lead.
And Brown with her fourth block on the other end.
Grace Larkins not able to get that finish. Jalyn Brown becoming a dominant force in this ballgame.
So Larkin is still getting to the basket, getting around the initial defender, but there's always one that way. She kicks it out, and South Dakota's got to make that kick out three.
Olivia Kiefer converting on the opportunity, and South Dakota not giving up. 7-point game. They get the steal here for Larkins. Trying to push the pace. There goes Hempy. Hitting another three. Quick 6 points.
Might see a quick timeout, too. Down to a 4-point game, looks like.
4-point game after two quick three-point baskets from South Dakota. And the Coyote crowd trying to urge their charges on.
Yeah, it looked like the Sun Devils had the game under control. They were just kind of cruising, and then all of a sudden, South Dakota comes roaring back. Battled in the corner.
And Hempy able to get possession for South Dakota. South Dakota fortunate to get possession. Down 4 now with a chance to make it closer. Also seeing a taller defender matched up against Grace Larkins. We got Jazz Jackson, probably Arizona State's best perimeter defender. She is doing a better job contesting Grace Larkins as she drives toward the basket. And Larkins missing both free throws.
Could have cut the lead to 2. That kind of surprising she missed those. She's a very good free throw shooter.
Big missed opportunity there for South Dakota. Arizona State trying to get things going offensively again. There's Parkinson. Foul called on Wilkie. Should have a much better chance of defending this Arizona State lineup.
And probably trying to give Parkinson a little bit of a rest, get her ready for those last 2.5 minutes. I'm sure it'll be a short break for Parkinson before they get her back in the game.
Jalyn Brown missing that three-point shot. And here goes Grace Larkins again, trying to work her way to the basket. Duffney on the drive and drawing the foul, and we'll see South Dakota step to the foul line battling against Grace Larkins. Jackson going to take a seat. So a couple of the key players for Arizona State have caught a quick break as Parkinson is back in the game for the offensive possession here for Arizona State.
Definitely trying to pick up her scoring as we come down the stretch.
2-point lead for Arizona State.
South
There's
Dakota.
Brown.
Brown heating up for South Dakota. You got Larkin with 4 fouls, Duffin with 4 fouls, Wilkie with 4 fouls.
So South Dakota not going to be able to play the foul game at the end of this one, trying to hope that Arizona State misses free throws as the three-point shot from Wilkie goes astray. 4-point lead for Arizona State with the basketball as we're under 2.5 minutes to play.
So you might think they start running some clock here, but that's not really Arizona State style.
Mode. Brown
right in the middle of the lane.
Brown's not going to run clock. Her mindset is to score, and she's able to get that short hook shot to go down. There's Kiefer, can't make the three.
Kicking it ahead. Skinner wanted it. In the corner. Nice rebound by LoVett. Another possession. Are they going to run some clock?
Looks like at least a little bit of clock as we're down under minute 40.
So Brown gets it again. Then she'll knock it down. Brown's on a roll.
Yeah, when Jalyn Brown gets it, it's going up, and likely it's going in these last few minutes of the game.
You see them sending a second defender on Larkin, leaving somebody else open. Question whether that somebody else can convert.
A lot of clock winding away for South Dakota.
Nice defense by Skinner. Quick hands.
Tyi Skinner knocked it away from Mason, and now Arizona State starting to think about that clock a little bit as we go under a minute.
Yeah, got Parks out of the game now. Want to have some better ball handlers. I assume probably better free throw shooters in the game. And just to make sure we're on the same page, Coach Adair, I'm taking a timeout.
And they play it in to their point guard and leading scorer, Tyi Skinner, and try to work that clock. Coach Adair, no doubt, told her players the clock is the most important issue. And so Sun Devils obedient, run that clock down. Tyi Skinner passing it off to Fauntleroy. Fauntleroy couldn't get the shot down, and we're under 30 seconds.
Larkin to the basket, cut the lead to 6.
A dangerous pass across the court.
Foul didn't get called. But like I say, 22 seconds left. A couple free throws made here. Make it awfully difficult.
LoVett, good performance from her today.
Yeah, you can see why she was inserted in the starting lineup. Got 13 points, 5 for 12 from the field, 3 for 8, 3 points, 5 assists.
4 rebounds. Just a solid out all-around game as South Dakota still trailing by 7, and Larkins picked it up in the backcourt. Hempy, the 3, a big one, lead at 4, but only 12 seconds to play. Kiefer has to commit that foul, and Skinner able to knock down the first one, away from knocking down those 6 threes. She's getting her first points from the foul line.
Timeout, they'll advance. South Dakota, sure they want to get a quick 3 if they can.
There's an open shot for Hempy, but Skinner came over and committed the foul there. The task gets steeper, especially with a missed foul shot from Hempy.
Yeah, that's
So 5-point lead, and
Both teams out of timeouts.
Grace Larkins didn't want to commit the foul because she already has 4. So
And down the stretch, Sun Devils have done a good job shooting their free throws to kind of keep the game out of reach, even if they had some more timeouts. So, good game by both teams. I think both teams will walk away from this one pleased with a lot of things.
very pleased with their ability to score for both clubs. Fauntleroy knocking down both shots, and likely the last possession for South Dakota. Grace Larkins the pass, Hempy the 3, unable to get that down. So Arizona State going to hold on for a 7-point win here in the Music City Classic. Cyrus, any other thoughts about this game today?
Good ball game. I think Arizona State, having lost yesterday, this is what they wanted to get them feeling good about themselves again. South Dakota, they've won 3 in a row. They'll leave this one feeling like, good effort, losing to a good team.